going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of a huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in an ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we can have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting more right now with Bloomberg's Sonali Basak. Sonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy, and when the dealers have to step in to save a treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. Now, guys, I told you in 2023 in the first quarter, we would get an event. And now we have the banking collapse, which the master magicians pulled off the perfect distraction. And at the end of the third quarter, going into the fourth quarter, guys, we're going to have another main event. Now, of course, the markets will still pump and dump until we get that next crisis. Guys, we know they're going to pull that rug. And all we have to do is watch the Fed to know exactly when that's about to happen. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now we have Bitcoin and crypto flat, but we do have some altcoins pumping. And guys, both my boys are sick, so my videos are going to be sporadic over the next few days. But we have the stock market up. Now we have the U.S. court approves forfeiture of 69,000 Bitcoin from Silk Road case. And that shouldn't surprise anybody. Only thing you have to do is go add up all the free Bitcoin the government has received, and then also all the money they received from fines from the crypto industry. And remember, guys, this is a plan. It moves in phases. The alphabet boys come in and take it down. So therefore, they allow the NWO cryptocurrency projects and exchanges to rise. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, guys, do not forget to pay attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates, which are down. And remember, I told you guys on my Patreon that the lowest we can go is 3.75, which they can price in. Remember, the Fed hasn't done any rate cuts yet, but they've already priced in these rate cuts. So we know we're going to have a big pullback at the beginning because the Fed is not going to cut rates immediately. They have to have a crisis. They have to have a distraction in order to cut rates. And then, guys, we have the dollar down, which we know if yield rates are down, dollar down, great for markets. Volume in crypto is up. We have Tether, USDC, and TUSD. And then, of course, guys, we have the Fed. Yesterday, the repo was at $779 billion. I think today it was like $778 billion. Not much change. But the big news yesterday that didn't make any news, we had the first $14 million cross-border digital Yuan gold purchase completed in Shanghai. And remember, in 2024, the emerging markets flipped the switch of the fourth industrial revolution and is going to be led by China, along with the BRICS nations. Now we have the UK to cooperate with crypto industry on legislation for digital securities. And we see all nations coming together to make rules for cryptocurrencies. So when we have politicians like Elizabeth Warren, banksters like Jamie Dimon stating that it's a fraud, it needs to come to an end, they're just playing the Hegelian dialectic. So therefore, you don't educate yourself and you don't invest in the future, in the fourth industrial revolution. So therefore, you can benefit at the same time they do. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, guys, do not forget about Grayscale, sitting about $33.8 billion. And we have crypto adoption being pushed. We have Bitcoin ETF issuers push 3 crypto ads in 48 hours. And remember, guys, nobody's going to spend millions of dollars on a commercial ad for something that's not here to stay. Now, getting over into a little crypto news, we have Redditors report deep fake Ripple scam on YouTube. And guys, nobody should have to report that. You can clearly see it's a deep fake. It should have been removed. It shouldn't even been able to get up on YouTube. But we know, guys, they want the bots to control everything. Same way you go on any social media platform. Now we have 3AC founders slapped with $1 billion worldwide asset freeze. Also, we have Stacks soars 27% on positive comments from Tim Draper. And we know how important decentralized apps and smart contracts are going to be, no matter whether it's on Bitcoin or Ethereum or any other major layer 1. Now we have Cardano Foundation teams up with Brazilian oil giant Petrobras for blockchain education and use cases in the energy sector. And we know the energy sector is going to be flipped upside down because of blockchain and digital currencies. You know, I've done plenty of videos on it. We have Energy Web, Token, Polkadot, and others. And lastly, we have Solana market cap flips XRP. And who's behind that? That's right, the Goldman Sachs guy, Mike Novogratz. And remember what I told you. They're going to get it as high as they can, so when they sell off, you're left holding the bag. And don't get me wrong, Solana definitely have use cases. But guys, right now, all this is artificial. Cryptos and stocks. That's the reason why you have Kathy Wood's ARK Invest selling at the top, guys. You sell at the top. Take some profits and then hold the rest. Because first quarter is going to be a bloodbath. And you know the crypto teacher told you first. Because he knows. When it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books. Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book. Plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing, they were still getting that free money. What are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate. Not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.